Good with you guys, man. I'm back with another YouTube video today. And today I got instant karma, most satisfying court cases. If you guys didn't watch my last video, you guys should go watch that. It's a good video. But obviously after you watch this video, you know. But yeah, just off the title of this video, you guys know it's gonna be a good video. If you guys didn't see my last video, bro, I really need help with like I need recommendations, bro. Like YouTube with copyright and shit, like I literally can't do anything. So I'm open to new things. Any things that you guys have stumbled across that you would want to hear me react to, please, please, please send it in. And without further ado, let's get into this video. Viewer discretion is advised if you're soft.
A rapist convicted. Christopher Ennis is heading to...
No, this is number 5, bro. This is number 5. His sentence is 95 through 100 years. You're dead. You're dead, bro. That's life. That's just as good as life.
Prison for decades. His victims with the chance to confront him and find closure inside the courtroom. Good evening. I'm John Nicely. Mallory's off tonight. An Omaha serial rapist is off the streets and on his way to jail.
Yeah. No mercy for him. Fuck you. In my opinion, because yeah, it's reasons for murder. You know, obviously, if you just kill somebody for no reason, you're scum of the earth. But it's a lot of people that have reasons to murder people and then they go to jail because they got caught. But our words, I'm not gonna say the word. Our words, bro, and chomos, y'all deserve everything y'all get in life in a bad way. Y'all deserve every negative thing that comes to y'all. Literally every single negative thing that comes to y'all. Y'all deserve it. Off rip.
90 to 100 years. Christopher Ennis attacked and assaulted 7 women over 3 years. One of his victims, a 16-year-old relative. John Chapman was in the courtroom when
he R-worded his 16-year-old relative. Oh yeah, I hope these guys, for these however many years he in jail, I don't know how old he is. He ain't gonna make it this full sentence. For however long he in jail, he might die in jail. Like he might get murdered in jail, bro. No cap. Honestly, this might sound sick, but if I was in jail for like murder or something and I got life in jail, I would literally kill every single child molester that I wasn't supposed to say that word. I would kill every single one of them. Like off rip. Like take it how you wanna. They deserve death. These guys, that's death penalty shit. He's a serial R word. So that means he R worded a lot of women, bro. And if y'all wondering why I'm saying the R word, I can't really say the real word because YouTube is they soft, bro. Like it's a thing. Like why can't I say the word? But yeah, I can't say it. So that's why I'm saying R word and chomo. Y'all should know what chomo means. But yeah. If I had life in jail, I would literally kill every single one of them that came into prison. Off rip. Y'all gonna have to have me in isolation forever. Because, these are the scum of the earth people, bro. I cannot stand these type of people. It's not hard to get girls. Like, you know? Like, it's not hard. Obviously, right now it's hard for me. But, it's not hard, bro. Like, it's dating apps. Be a nice guy, have money, work out, get in shape, whatever. You know? So, I don't get it.
Sentence was handed down this morning, and he continues our coverage.
Some of the victims in this case asked the judge to impose the maximum sentence. 30-year-old Christopher Ennis, with time served, will be 72 years old when he is eligible for parole. In court, the serial rapist talked about how his time in jail was hard on him, how he couldn't celebrate his 30th birthday, and how he missed his 6-year-old daughter. Ennis apologized to his victims and to his family for his crimes. From 2011 until he was caught in 2013, Ennis attacked women as they walked alone in northeast Omaha, dragged them into bushes, and then assaulted them. One of his victims, a relative, who spoke in court. The victim said, "I don't want a pity party. I don't want tears. I want justice." And she got it. Ennis was sentenced to 90 to 100 years in prison.
He was a predator. I mean, there's no question about it. And I think Molly, my prosecutor, accurately described him as somewhat a a wolf in sheep's clothing. He didn't appear to be somebody that was dangerous. He would come up from behind these females, grab them from behind, and then obviously this is assault. But if you saw him, you wouldn't necessarily be afraid of him at first glance.
Now this entire community.
Bro, obviously, like you, obviously, I feel like I state the obvious a lot, but bro, you can't be a normal person and do like something has had to happen to you mentally in your childhood for you to even think about doing some weird, creepy stuff like that. Like what? What? Like, bro, it's like I don't get it, bro. And not only are you a R word to women in general, which is really bad, but you even go into little kids, bro. 16 years old? Nigga, I'm about to be 16. And it's different for me, like, you know? Like, if a dude try to do that to me, he gonna have to kill me, bro, off rip. I'm sorry. He gonna have to kill me, because I'm not, he outpowering me. That ain't happening. He gonna have to murder me off rip. I'm gonna have to be dead. Because that's not happening to me. But for women aren't as strong as we are. Women, like, I try to tell girls, like, bruh, stop hitting dudes, bruh. You're not stronger than them. You might beat a chump up in a fight, but you're not beating the average male in a fight. Like, stop touching me and stop thinking y'all can beat dudes up, bruh. I don't care how mad y'all is. I don't care what he did to you. Obviously, if he, like, hit you, you gotta defend yourself. But you know what I mean, like, don't initiate violence with a man because you're never going to win, bro. We're stronger than you. Most of the time, we're taller than you. We weigh more than you. Like, it's just not worth it, bro. Like, if you're a woman, try to refrain from getting into physical altercations with men. And then if you can't, like, a situation like this, I don't know. Like, you got to keep mace on you, keep you a pocket knife. Just make sure the odds are even, bro, you know?
A little safer with a serial rapist behind bars.
I feel like everybody should have a gun. I live in Ohio. It's not, you can get a gun legally, but like I heard in Texas, they just made it to where you can get a gun. Anybody can have a gun. I don't know how I feel about that, but you know, I'm not a politician. I don't want to get into politics, but I feel like everybody should have a gun, bro. Literally, not everybody. You know, I feel like if you have like mental illness or something, or if you have like a record, you shouldn't be able to get a gun. But every normal person that don't got like no mental illnesses, that don't have nothing, I feel like y'all should be we should be able to get guns. Over the age of 18, of course.
For at least the next 45 years.
Hopefully we'll never see him out again, able to hurt anybody else.
With photographer Davey Burke, John Chapman, WWT 6 News.
Ennis attacked 7 women. His crimes were very violent. One of the victims told authorities that Ennis choked her until she was unconscious. Ennis faced 8 charges, including strangulation. He pleaded no contest to 2 charges of sexual assault. All the other charges were dropped.
Been sentenced to 50 years in prison for brutally beating a toddler last year. 20-year-old Dustin Armstrong pleaded guilty to multiple acts of child endangerment, which is a Class B felony. Ben Jordan is back from the hearing and joins us now. Ben?
Kevin, it was a very emotional hearing for Armstrong, the victim's mother, and family and community members on both sides.
The man sitting here today is not the one I once knew. He is not the one I fell in love with. He is a coward, and forgiveness is not an option for me.
After everyone had their chance to speak in this Wapello County courtroom, it was Dustin Armstrong's chance to say something about what he'd done.
Do you have anything you wish to say to me prior to my announcing what I'm going to do here today, sir?
No, Your Honor.
Last April, police found 2-year-old Braden Young unconscious in his atomic...
Bro, I was, like I said in my last video, I've been watching 60 Days In later, and I might do a reaction to that, but shit, copyright is a motherfucker, bro. But that's neither here nor there. But in 6 Days In, it was this female guard, like, she would, like, grab her handcuffs and, like, hit the fucking doors. And then they got, like, a light switch at their desk where they can turn the lights on themselves. She was basically, like, terrorizing these prisoners, bro, on Mother's Day. If you guys haven't watched 60 Days In, you should. It's a great fucking show. It's on Hulu, and I don't think it's on Netflix. I think it's only on Hulu. But, yeah, like, these people like him deserve all of this. And let me get this off the screen because this is really fucked up.
Home with a broken jaw and extensive brain damage. Armstrong admitted in Monday's hearing that he grabbed Braden's jaw and slammed his head against a wall.
Oh my fucking God. But yeah, like I was about to say, he deserves everything that's coming to him in prison. I hope guys like this get his ass beat I hope he gets jumped, shanked, whatever, bro. I hope the absolute worst happens to pretty much everybody on this list, because this is the most satisfying moment. So I'm guessing all these people are pieces of shit. But we only 3 minutes in. I feel like I've been talking too much, so I'm just gonna let a lot of this play out unless something crazy happens.
Told Braden's mother they thought he was going to die. Braden has made a remarkable recovery, but his mother says he will likely face challenges from the beating for his entire life.
Being betrayed by the man I was with for nearly 3 years brought me into the deepest pain I've ever known.
When Judge Joel Yates gave the guilty
Okay, buddy, y'all saw that? What the fuck?
sentencing, Armstrong lost control of his emotions, dropped his head into his hands, and cried.
And you'll have plenty of time.
Hey, y'all, if there's any way that I can, like, turn all of my notifications off completely while I make these videos, please let me know, because I hate shit popping up, and I don't want to cut it out, so please let me know if there's anything that I can do to, like, turn my notifications off while I make videos.
I am in the Iowa penal system to think about what you've done to this defenseless child.
Tears were shed throughout the courtroom, some of joy as justice was served, others of pain as Sue Adler watches her son leave for prison.
I remember this little bright, smiling, curly-headed kid that used to run to mom and with open arms, letting kisses and hugs, you know. That's what I see when I look at Dustin. I don't see a monster.
Armstrong originally told officers that Braden had a seizure while he was in a potty training chair, fell to the ground, and was unresponsible, so the truth came out today. For Braden, his incredible recovery keeps getting better. He can eat, speak, and walk on his own now, and his mother told us all of these things were said to have been impossible. Kevin?
Ben, thank you very much.
Is ABC Action News.
Little kid's a warrior, bro. Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you for fighting back and being strong. And that's fucked up that people do stuff like that. And bro, it's always the dudes that can't fight, bro. Like, I know his dad. His dad is gonna be a bitch in prison, bro. He can beat up the little kid, but he ain't gonna beat up them 6'3" black dudes, boy. He ain't gonna be doing nothing with them. So, thank you. I hope he gets what's coming to him.
Now at 11, bloodied and
besides the time, because obviously the time is. He got what came to him, but hope he gets, you know.
A father catching a teen he says was in the act of sexually assaulting his son.
God.
I got him in a bloody puddle for you right now, officer.
That father faced with an unimaginable situation. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jameson Euler.
And I'm Wendy Ryan. Social media tonight buzzing about a dad taking justice into his own hands.
Bro, I watch mixed martial arts. And I haven't even seen nobody's face look like this after a fight. I think they said somebody's dad did something. Bro, whoever that dude was, that nigga was Superman. What the fuck?
Protect his 11-year-old son.
Alex Hobson joins us live in the newsroom with more. Alex?
Well, at this very hour, take a look. The story has been shared more than 1,000 times on our Facebook page, with folks speaking out overwhelmingly in support of the father who took matters into his own hands when he caught the alleged abuser he trusted as his son's babysitter.
A beaten and bruised Raymond Frolander stood before a judge and didn't say a word during his first appearance in court. Daytona Beach police arresting Frolander for sexually assaulting an 11-year-old boy.
Oh, yeah, he deserved everything. 1, you're sick, and 2, you're sick. What? Yeah, you deserve that. He should have fucked you up worse.
Face severely bruised after the boy's father caught him in the act and then beat him unconscious. This phone call to 911 happened shortly after.
I just walked in and found a grown man molesting, and I got him in a bloody puddle for you right now, officer.
Okay, sir.
You discover that he has been sexually abusing him in your home.
And the fucked up thing is, even with him beating his ass like that, it still happened. Like, that little boy is never going to be the same. He's never going to, you know, some people recover from it, but it's always going to bother him. It's always going to be a dark cloud in his memory. Like, that little boy's always going to remember that, because that little boy probably don't even know what sex is, and for that to happen to him, It's fucked up, man.
You know, father did what a father had to do.
Police found Frolander motionless on the floor of the apartment where the sexual battery occurred. First responders had to take him to the hospital to be checked out.
I sent him an ambulance. He's gonna need one.
Were there any weapons involved?
My fist and my foot.
Police say the victim told them Frolander.
The nigga said, was there weapons involved? My fist and my foot. Hey, I fuck with this dad, man. I would have did the same thing.
Assaulting him since he was 8 years old.
You think to yourself, here's a young man whose innocence was taken away from him. You know, 8 to 11-year-olds should be outside riding their bike and playing sports and playing video games.
Frolander did not receive a bond and will stay in jail.
I just got to follow on Instagram. If you guys aren't following me, link in the description. Follow me on Instagram.
For the time being, investigators are making sure he has not victimized any other children. And get this, police said Frolander admitted he had sexual relationship with the victim, reportedly saying, "I'm guilty," at the end of his interview with police. As for the father, he's not facing any criminal charges. Reporting live in the newsroom, Alex Hobson, ABC Action News.
New developments tonight in a violent crime spree that left one man dead and many lives damaged. Today, the man who admitted committing those crimes learned the price he'll pay, as we hear the emotional plea from the widow of the man he killed. Derek Thomas has that story.
The murder victim's wife
I never understand why they give people these weird ass sentences like 110 years. Like, that's pretty much life. Like, y'all could have just gave him life in prison. But like I said, I'm not complaining. 110 years. I don't know what he did yet. I think it said he killed somebody, but he deserved it nonetheless.
Have been more clear. She asked the judge to sentence Shane Thompson to 110 years in prison. The now 19-year-old Shane Thompson pleaded guilty to murdering 39-year-old Evelyn.
This corny ass nigga got the nerve to have a smile on his face.
Njai during a September 25th, 2013 robbery attempt at this Rickers BP located on West 38th Street. The murder and robbery came during a spree. That same day, Thompson and his accomplices also hit this convenience store at 71st and Keystone. 7 days prior to that, Thompson broke into the home of this woman and sexually assaulted her while her husband and sons were held at gunpoint. We usually don't identify rape victims, but she wanted to tell her story and how it affected her sons.
One came to me and said he felt suicidal, and then the other one attempted suicide. And it came out later that when I asked him why, and he said, "Because I couldn't help you." He could have.
Sick bastard, bro. Oh my God. I don't even. Y'all heard what she said. I'm picturing that, bro. I would kill it. Oh my God. And yeah, it was nothing that he could have did, bro. Oh my God, bro. That. Life is a fucking scary thing, man. A very, very scary thing, bro. And you never know when it's going to end. And you never know when it's going to have a drastic change. So my advice to y'all is just to be the best person that you could be while you're here. And, you know, if you're religious, if you be a good person, if you know you a good person, you do good deeds, if you live a good life, you don't wrong people, then you will have a... You know, because this earth, this is temporary. We barely make it, you know, you lucky to make it to 100 years old. But the afterlife, if you got, like I said, if you guys are religious, if you guys aren't, that's cool. But if you're Christian or Muslim, whatever, the afterlife is forever, you know? This is only temporary. So do your best in this temporary life to set yourself up for success in the afterlife and forever, you know?
Given the nature of the crimes, the judge sentenced Thompson to 110 years behind bars.
Justice was done today because Shane Thompson got the maximum sentence of 110 years for his actions, for him just going out thinking that he can do whatever he wants and get away with it. So justice was done today.
On his way back to jail, I asked the defendant what he was going to do for the next 110 years. He told me he's going to get his life together. Derek Thomas, RTV6.
Derek, thank you. 2 other people are charged with taking part in that crime spree. Janai Hudson and Ryan Clark will be sentenced on October 10th.
Very dramatic day in court as a young man learned his fate.
He beat his girlfriend's little boy to death because he wouldn't stop crying. Brittany Smallwood has more on today's sentencing for us. Hi, Brittany.
Teresa, it was intense at sentencing. The courtroom was packed with family and friends supporting the defendant, Dylan Shoemaker, and the victim's family. As soon as the case was called, Shoemaker walked into the courtroom and started crying, telling everyone how sorry he was.
I didn't mean to kill Austin. Ashley, I really didn't. I really think I did that. I didn't mean to hurt him.
Dylan Shoemaker walked into a state Supreme Courtroom pleading his case, telling his victim's mother and the court he's remorseful for what he did. Shoemaker was sentenced Friday for beating 23-month-old Austin Smith last March. Before the sentence was handed down, Shoemaker and his defense attorney fought for the minimum sentence, 15 years to life.
I can't take back what was done. I wish I could. I would give my life for Austin. I loved him a lot.
Austin Smith was completely defenseless. That's a given.
And, bruh, I get it's y'all job, but I don't understand how these lawyers sleep at night knowing that their client is 1,010% wrong. They know they client wrong, but they have to sit up there and defend them because that's their job. And they got to make ends meet, and they got to put food on the table. I couldn't sleep at night knowing I'm defending a nigga that's wrong. And imagine you a good enough lawyer and you get him out. Imagine that. How would you feel? You know? But like I said, man, it's a dog-eat-dog world. You got to do what you got to do to put food on the table for your family and set yourself up for success. But, bro, I couldn't sleep with myself at night knowing that I'm a lawyer for a guy that's 1,010% wrong. That's a sick motherfucker. And obviously he didn't get off. But imagine, like O.J. Simpson. I know a lot of black people watching this, and y'all might be like, Mike, no, don't. I don't know why people so divided on that shit. OJ did that shit, and if he didn't, who did? So, but Johnny Cochran got his ass out, and if I was Johnny Cochran, I couldn't sleep with myself at night.
Other dynamics.
I think he did, ain't he? I'm not sure.
Work there, including my client's inability to either control his anger or frustration, and his inexperience in babysitting.
Based on his short life now, what is to say he won't do this again?
Well, we don't know that. I think it's completely unlikely. It was a situational, circumstantial thing.
In Judge M. William Bowler's last words to Shoemaker, he told the now 17-year-old that in his short life, he's caused so much despair to so many people. Bowler said he listened intently to Shoemaker's testimony during trial and called him a manipulator who minimizes his actions.
The record will show that you admitted that on July 23, 2013, in a phone call to your mother from the holding center, you stated, and I got a quote from the court reporter, "I am a 16-year-old blonde. Probably all I have to do is cry in front of the jury, and they're going to feel sorry for me," end quote.
Afterwards, Shoemaker...
He said that? Bro, white people, and I know some white people watching this, I'm sorry, but y'all know how y'all is, and I'll admit black people got flaws too, you know. You can criticize your own race, you can criticize other races as long as you don't have no malicious intent behind it. But some white people, they feel entitled. Yeah, I'm just gonna cry in front of the judge. I got blue eyes, I got blonde hair, brown hair. The judge is gonna give me a slap on the wrist. I'ma do a year. I'ma do 3 months. No, nigga, 25 to life, bitch. Yeah.
Was sentenced to 25 years to life behind bars. Shoemaker's defense attorney, Joseph Terranova, says he plans to immediately appeal the sentence. Both say the death of Austin Smith was not intentional. Reporting live in the newsroom, Brittany Smallwood, News 4.
All right, man. That's the end of the video. If you guys made it this far, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on social media. And once again, give me some suggestions on things to watch because I'm running out of ideas. And I will see you guys soon, man. Peace.